It'll be Kayla Cheney, Leah Cheney, along with Kaylee Kaiser, Danielle Lawhead, and Carly Jeldon to begin the third for Eaton. The Reds lead the Beat Diggers in this Patriot League Tournament Championship game, 37-27. Kennedy Guzman, along with Jordan Delorier, Emily Monarch, Kristen Berg, and Alex White. Beat Diggers will have the basketball first. And Guzman to throw it in. And this is huge, the first 4 minutes of this quarter, because this could set the tone for the final 12 minutes of the game.
It looks like Eaton's going to stay in a man-to-man.
Delorier to Guzman. Guzman on the outside left, picked up by Cheney, back out to Delorier. Dribbling to her left against Leah Cheney. Down low, bounce pass, Monarch turns, shoots, misses, and the ball is rebounded by Eaton. Taken away over there by Carly Jeldon, her third board. Here comes Kayla Cheney across the timeline for the Reds. The Bay Diggers will back off defensively here. In the right corner, Lawhead with the basketball. Back out to Leah Cheney, over to Kayla. Kayla just holding the ball, as the Reds will be very patient on offense with a 10-point lead to begin the third. Leah Cheney, bounce pass on the outside right to Lawhead. Here's Jeldon at the free throw line. Right baseline, Kaiser, 12-footer, no. And Jordan Delorier could not get the rebound, wrestled away by Kayla Cheney. In the left corner, Cheney with the basketball. Back out to Leah Cheney. Towards the top to Lawhead. Back out to Leah Cheney. Fakes the three. Steps in. Jump pass. Left corner to Kayla Cheney. 10-foot pull-up. Blocked by White. And taken away by Emily Monarch. Good defense by Alex White. Monarch into the front court. Hands it off to Delorier on the outside left. Looking down low. Lobs it at the free throw line for Berg. Right wing. Guzman. Three is around and no good. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. That's off of Brush. Good look there by Guzman. Got to nail those. The Beat Diggers have been very bad tonight from three-point range. Only one three-pointer. That was made by Guzman.
Well, and it was a good job of getting the ball reversed. They got the shift in the defense that they wanted. So
into the front court is Kayla Cheney. 37-27. Neither team has scored here in the third. And that ball batted out of bounds by Guzman. Lawhead to throw it in. Lawhead out to Kayla Cheney. Beat Diggers in that 2-3. Over to Leah Cheney, back to Kayla. Well, I could have a meal by now, and by the time this offense gets going, I might be done. Here's Leah Cheney. Cross-court pass to Lawhead, intercepted by Kristen Berg. Good anticipation. Berg into the front court to Delorier. Down low, pass intended for Monarch, tipped away by Cheney, and intercepted by Carly Jeldon. Well, we played 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Neither team has scored in the quarter. Here's Leah Cheney spinning on Guzman. Jump pass down low for Kaiser. She banks and misses, and the ball is batted around. And Alex White has the rebound for the Beat Diggers, but that outlet is stolen over there, and a foul by Monarch in the backcourt. So the Beat Diggers commit their 10th turnover, and Monarch with her second foul. And to throw it in is Leah Cheney. Leah looking to lob, still looking to lob. Lobs it near midcourt to Carly Jeldon. Back out to Kayla Cheney. In the right corner, Leah Cheney steps in. Cross-court pass. Three by Jeldon in the air is an air ball. Emily Monarch has the basketball for Brush and a hop. On the outlet to Delorier. Beat Diggers need points here. On the outside right, White can't take the three. Dribbles to her left. Back out to Guzman. Guzman at the top. Cross-court pass right through the hands of Delorier, out of bounds. And the Beat Diggers now have 3 turnovers in the opening 2 minutes and 44 seconds of the third after not committing a turnover in the second quarter. And Brush has had opportunities here to make it a single-digit game but cannot take advantage. Leah Cheney, straightaway shot is off to the right. Rebound to Kristen Berg. Let's see if the Beat Diggers can now convert on the offensive end. Long pass to Monarch on the high left. Monarch double team back out to Guzman on the outside right to White. Fakes a three, steps back to Guzman. In the left corner, here's Monarch. Monarch back out to Guzman on the outside right to Delorier with the overhead pass. Bounce pass kicked out of bounds by Jeldon. And Brush retains possession. At 1305 Edison Street in Brush, your local Napa Auto Parts store, CNC Auto Parts. And Monarch is out. Nichols is in. Let's see if Carly Nichols can get hot because they need her badly at this point. To throw it in is Guzman over to Berg. Right baseline. 10-foot pull-up is off the side of the backboard. And taken away by Kayla Cheney. On the outside left, Leah Cheney with the basketball. Neither team has scored, and we played nearly 3.5 minutes of the third quarter. Jeldon in the right corner. Back out to Kayla Cheney. Near the top to Leah Cheney. Leah straight away will take the three, and she drills it. The Beatniggers didn't guard her for some reason.
Well, they're back in a 2-3, so that's the miscommunication thing when you have to bump off and play the other person.
Eaton 40, Brush 27. On the outside right is White. White at the free throw line, over to Nichols, left of the lane, and then she had her pocket picked by Leah Cheney. Cheney with nobody in front of her lays it up and in. Leah Cheney goes coast to coast, and the Beatniggers call a timeout, 30-second timeout. And it's now a 15-point Eaton lead, 42-27. And again, it's what we were illustrating at the beginning. You need a solid 4 minutes to begin the third. And the Beatniggers did the job defensively, but not offensively. Neither did Eaton, but Eaton can afford to have some lapses on offense because they've got a double-digit lead. Brush cannot.
Well, and I think both teams were trying to figure out, what adjustments did we make at halftime? Because both teams kind of looked like, well, okay, what are they going to do this time? So, okay, we have to do this then. And I think they're thinking too much, like step by step, options that they have instead of just letting the game come to them offensively and just playing. Whatever comes, whatever the defense gives you, that's what the offense gets.
White, Guzman, Delorier, Nichols, and Berg for Brush. Jeldon, Lawhead, Kaiser, Kayla Cheney, and Leah Cheney for Eaton. And I think part of the reason they might be slowing it down because Eaton built up some fouls in the opening half. And what that does is you limit the number of times you play defense when you extend your offensive possessions.
Right.
Guzman with the basketball on the outside left to White beyond the three-point line. Back near the top to Guzman, well beyond the three-point line, and the outside right to Delorier. At the free throw line for Nichols, double team back out to Guzman. Guzman looking, bounce pass down low for Nichols, left of the lane, turn, shoots, blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Beatniggers.
And it almost looks like Eaton's in a matchup zone instead of, because I think they're switching on the screen, so I think they're in a matchup zone rather than man-to-man.
And Guzman
and
to
now
throw
it
it in.
looks like a 2-3 zone.
Yep. Guzman to White, left of the basket, puts up the shot, that's short. And the rebound to Carly Jeldon. The Beatniggers have gone cold and have not scored in the third. Long pass to Leah Cheney. Cross-court pass to Jeldon on the outside left. 42-27 Eaton. 3:15 to go, third quarter. This is a 5-0 quarter for Eaton. At the top is Jeldon. On the outside left to Leah Cheney. I feel like I'm in a library right now.
It is quiet in this gym.
At the free throw line is Cheney. Bounce pass to Kaylee Kaiser. Kaiser against Berg. Looking back out to Leah Cheney. Well, that means this quarter is going to move along very quickly. On the high right to Kayla Cheney. Dribbling to her left against Delorier in the lane. And Delorier commits the foul. For Delorier, that's her first. And Carly Jeldon to throw it in. Emily Monarch checks in for Brush, replacing Alex White. So
it looks like they're going to send Kelsey Blake in.
And Blake will replace Jordan Delorier. Well, the Beatniggers need some offense here, that's for sure.
Well, and I think Kelsey's a pretty good little guard. She likes to pester, so I think that'll work well.
Left corner with the basketball is Jeldon, left of the lane. The runner's up and off to the left, and Kristen Berg grabs the one-handed rebound. That's her fourth board. On the outlet to Guzman. Guzman into the front court on the outside left. Taken over there by Blake. Back out to Guzman. Guzman on the high left to Blake. Bounce pass down low for Nichols. Left of the lane. She's double teamed. Had it stripped away, taken by Berg. And Berg misses the 10-footer. Rebound Monarch, and she had the shot blocked. And the ball is loose and taken away by Jeldon. Wow, and then the ball is intercepted by the Beatniggers. Here comes Nichols, 15-footer. Good. Boy, Brush needed that badly as Carly Nichols scored. Brush is still down by 13, 42-29. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the third in this Patriot League Tournament Championship game. John Beltran with Jen Goodall. Here's Leah Cheney. Back out to Kayla Cheney against Blake. Cross-court pass to Jeldon. Wide open three in the air is a brick. And the ball is rebounded by Berg. Berg with her fifth board and the outlet to Nichols. Over to Guzman. Guzman at the top on the outside right to Monarch. Monarch with 1:37 to go. Over to Guzman. On the outside right to Monarch. Penetrating right baseline. Cut off by Lawhead. Backs up. And that is a totally forced shot and air ball. I don't know why she took that one. Carly Jeldon comes away with the air ball. Yeah, that didn't, I mean, the offense was flowing, and then you take a fadeaway 15-footer on the baseline with no angle. But that's what happened. Here's a penetration by Cheney. Reverse layup foul as she missed. And Cheney to the line. And the foul was committed by Kristen Berg. That is her fourth. And Kayla Cheney to the stripe. Alex White about ready to check back in. And the free throw's in the air, and that's in by Kayla Cheney. And Berg will be done for the remainder of the quarter. With only 1:17 to go, the Beat Diggers down by 14. Second free throw by Kayla Cheney's in the air, and that's in. 44-29. Your one-stop center for projects around your home office or yard is Ackley Building Center. 1402 Mill Street in Brush. Nichols left baseline 12-footer is short. And the rebound controlled by Kaylee Kaiser of Eaton. And then we have a steal we did in the backcourt. And the foul was committed by Leah Cheney. Nice job of Carly Nichols coming up with that one. Nichols will go to the line. Eaton with their 8th turnover. The left-handed senior bends, shoots, scores. Drills the first free throw. Nichols now with 7. I mean, Brush is hanging around, but they need that run. With 1:04 to go. I mean, I still feel that Eaton is in control of the game, but a couple of plays here and there, the Beat Diggers are right back in it.
Well, and Eaton's starting to get into foul trouble.
Second free throw is in for Nichols. She's got 8. It's 44-31. A Baker's dozen is the lead for the Reds. On the outside right is Kayla Cheney. Down to 57 seconds to go. Dribbles by Blake in the lane. Bounce pass to Sammy Muse. 10-footer. Yes. On the left baseline for Sammy Muse. 46-31 Eaton. 45 seconds to go. On the outside left is Alex White. In the left corner for Nichols. 16-footer off the front of the rim. Rebound. Ball is loose. Picked up by Jeldon. Check that. That's Cheney instead. That's her 6th board. And now Eaton more than likely will take the final shot of the third with 27 seconds to go. Leah Cheney looking, spinning, looking. Feeds it off to Kayla Cheney. Cheney in the lane, right corner wide open. Jeldon 2 is missed. And the ball is loose. Rebounded by Jeldon. Goes back up and she misses off to the left. And then Emily Monarch has the rebound for the Beat Diggers. And then she's fouled. Looks like Carly Jeldon committed the foul in the backcourt. Nice job of Monarch getting out of traffic. She's had a nice game on the boards tonight with 7 rebounds.
And they've needed her underneath. I've seen her double and triple teamed a little bit on the backside of them, and she's still fighting for those boards, so she's doing a good job.
To throw it into the backcourt is going to be Alex White. And that's Haley Moody in for Eaton. Carly Jeldon out with those 2 fouls, although she's certainly not in foul trouble. Here's Blake at midcourt with 8 seconds to go. At the free throw line, in the lane, lost the basketball, got it back. Back out to White. She'll take the shot, and that's off to the right. And the ball's loose, rebounded by Monarch, and she tried to go back up, but that was the end of the third quarter. And Eaton has a 15-point lead over Brush, 46-31 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Brush boys won an exciting game earlier today in overtime, 48-45 over Platte Valley for third place in this Patriot League tournament. Brush girls are struggling here against the Eaton Reds. They trail 46-31. Eaton has this 15-point lead going into the fourth. Kristen Berg, Emily Monarch, Jordan Delorier, Carly Nichols, and Kennedy Guzman for Brush. Kayla Cheney, Leah Cheney, the inbounds passer Danielle Lawhead, Kaylee Kaiser, and Carly Jeldon for the Reds. Leah Cheney with the basketball, left of the lane, bounce pass to Jeldon, and she banks and misses, and the ball is rebounded by Kaiser. Lawhead has it, she's fouled. As she went back up along the right baseline, Carly Nichols commits her 2nd foul, and Danielle Lawhead to the stripe. The Bay Diggers were outscored in that quarter 9-4. Free throw by Lawhead is perfect. The big difference in this game, a 17-0 run in the opening half. I tell you, this Eaton team's pretty deep, too. I mean, Sammy Muse has made a nice contribution. Second free throws around no good, as are the Beat Diggers. Carly Nichols grabs her first rebound. On the outlet to Guzman. Beat Diggers need points on lots of possessions. Bounce pass, Berg turns, shoots, misses, and the ball is loose to the floor, still loose. There'll be a tie-up, and that will be Beat Digger basketball, as 4 bodies were on the floor. Possession arrows pointing in their direction. And to throw it in will be Guzman. Well off to the right of the basket. Lobs it for Berg. Little 5-footer is off, but she was fouled by Kaiser. So Kristen Berg to the line. First foul for Kaiser. Yeah, I think that was a killer there when Berg got those early fouls, because she has not scored since the opening quarter. And, you know, when you get fouls like that, it affects your offensive game as well.
Well, and it takes you out of your rhythm. It's hard to do things that you're used to doing.
Berg misses the first free throw. Second free throw is up, and that is off to the right. Emily Monarch wrestles away the rebound, and there is a tie-up. I thought that was a quick whistle there. But
it was pretty quick.
Eaton will have the basketball.
But I think they don't want it to get out of control either, so that's probably...
Reds in firm control here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discounts you desire and the coverage you need. State Farm agent Greg Mullen. Sheldon's just going to retreat with that dribble. They're going to be forced there to pick up the dribble. And for some reason, Kayla Cheney just dribbled the ball for left foot out of bounds when she was completely uncontested. And that's turnover number 9 for Eaton. Eaton 47, Brush 31 with 7:08 to go in this Patriot League Tournament Championship game. Monarch, long 3 is off to the left. And the rebound to Kaiser. Kaiser with her 8th rebound. On the outlet to Cheney. Kayla Cheney across the timeline on the outside left, picked up by Guzman. Looking down low, bounce pass down low for Muse, turns, and she's fouled by Delorier. Boy, that was a case there where she just sold that call. Delorier had her hands straight up, but it'll be 2 free throws for Sammy Muse. Delorier with her 2nd foul. Oh, they're going to say it was on the floor. Wow. I mean, clearly she was going up for the shot. And in the lane, that shot is missed by Cheney, and Cheney looked like she went over the back off that rebound. Beat Digger basketball. It's
kind of a late whistle.
Yeah. That should be the 14th foul. It is.
I can't even see that up there.
Here comes Delorier into the front court for Brush. Beat Diggers have scored only 4 points in the second half. Guzman traveled. Looked like she either wanted to shoot or pass. Got caught in between decisions. Let me tell you, the first half was a lot more entertaining to watch than this half. This half has become tough because you had 64 points combined to begin with at halftime. Now you've only got 78 points combined. In other words, only 14 points have been scored in nearly 10 minutes of basketball in the second half. It's not all about points, but Kristen Berg knocks that pass out of bounds. The entry pass intended for Kaylee Kaiser. And to throw it in will be Jeldon to the left of the basket. Eaton's biggest lead is right now at 16. Here's the lob, and Guzman tried to knock it away, and then she ran into Cheney and commits the foul. That'll be her 2nd, and the Beat Diggers have committed 16 fouls. And the Reds to inbound it. I'm telling you, Jen, there might as well be 10 people in this building.
It's really quiet for a gymnasium.
For a college gymnasium where you have
several teams, several groups of people.
Oh, yeah, and a pretty good crowd here. With a basketball. Oh, there's no action really here on this court. Kayla Cheney with a basketball on the outside right to Jeldon, near the right corner for Lawhead, guarded by Nichols. Lob down low for Kaiser, and then the ball was taken away by Berg, and then Berg threw the ball off an Eaton Red, and then it rolls back to Berg, and then she outlets it to Delorier, over to Alex White. 16-footer is up and no good, but she was fouled on the follow-through by Carly Jeldon. Jeldon with her 3rd foul, and to the line is Alex White. That was nearly a 3-point play.
It was, and it was nice that Jeldon picked her back up off the floor.
The Beat Diggers have only 1 field goal in the quarter, and the free throw's off to the left. And White took a little bit of a jump on that free throw, which is She usually lunges, but not a jump. Well, she jumped there, and that one is in. Oh, maybe I haven't been noticing that she jumps on the free throw.
She jumps on her free throws.
Right. She's a good free throw shooter in this game. She's 6 out of 7. Bee Diggers down 47-32 with 5:56 to go in the game. The Reds are ranked 3rd in 3A by the Denver Post going into this tournament, and they'll remain there more than likely. On the outside right is Cheney in the right corner for Lawhead. Bounce pass back out to Leah Cheney, guarded by Delorier. Down low, Jeldon, 10-footer, yes, for Carly Jeldon. Jeldon with 4, and Eaton has their biggest lead, 49-32, with 5.5 to go. White with a basketball on the outside left, over to Carly Nichols.
Oh.
Entry pass, and Berg cut to the basket, and it was intercepted. Here comes Cheney the other way for the Reds against Guzman. Dribbling to her right is Cheney. She'll just maintain the dribble. Bodied up by Guzman in the lane. Cheney all the way, left-handed layup up and in, and a Bee Digger foul. Nice move by Kayla Cheney to the bucket. And let's see what the brush foul was against.
I didn't see his signal for the number.
Well, Kristen Berg has fouled out. The foul was against her. An off game for Berg, only 4 points, 5 rebounds, and was 0 out of 2 from the line. But better to have an off game when your season is still alive than in the final game. The free throw by Cheney is in. Cheney now has 16 points in the game. Eaton leads by 20, 52-32. Under 5 minutes to go. Delorier with a basketball, trapped by Leah Cheney. Bounce pass to White. White over to Guzman on the outside right in the right corner for Monarch. Dribbles to her left. Double team, nearly stripped. Gets the ball back. Right baseline to Delorier. Turns, shoots. Air ball. Rebound to Jeldon. Jeldon with her 8th board. And then that outlet pass flagged down by Danielle Lawhead. Lawhead lob pass to Cheney. Back out to Jeldon. Eaton is in firm control with 4.5 to go, leading by 20. Kayla Cheney against Kennedy Guzman, dribbling to her left. She'll just maintain the dribble in the left corner. Here is Leah Cheney. No reason for Eaton to speed up this offense. Cross court to Lawhead. She steps in, right corner for Kaiser. Bounce pass to Jeldon, turns, bangs, scores. Carly Jeldon has 6 in the game. 54-32. The Reds are just 4 minutes away from securing this Patriot League Tournament championship. Emily Monarch on the outside left, picked up by Kaiser. And we've got a timeout, full timeout called by Tom George. 3:55 to go, fourth quarter. Eaton 54, Brush 32 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Eaton 54, Brush 32. With 3:55 to go in this Patriot League Tournament championship game for the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley. I'm John Beltran with Jen Goodall as Kennedy Guzman will throw it in three-quarters court. It was a 10-point game at the break, but Eaton has blown it wide open here in the fourth. Guzman on the outside left to Delorier. Delorier dribbling to her right against Leah Cheney, picks up the dribble at the free throw line, intended for Monarch, intercepted by Kayla Cheney. The Bee Diggers have now turned it over 15 times in the game. These teams had a combined 3 losses going in. Kennedy Guzman commits the foul, 18th foul against the Bee Diggers. Kayla Cheney will go to the line. Eaton's looking for their 21st win of the year. And wholesale substitutions for Brush. Kayla Cheney with a 1-and-1. Shelby Walliver, Kelsey Blake in there along with Emma Mortensen. Bailey Craich, free throw is in. And again, the Bee Diggers have gone into their another slump here. This is another double-digit run for Eaton as they are up by 23. And getting blown out like this will definitely affect Brush's seeding. Second free throw in the air, and that is in and out. Rebound to Bailey Craich. Here come the Beat Diggers. Blake into the front court. Blake spinning, double team, bounce pass to Walliver. Over to Blake on the outside right, maintains the dribble. Overhead pass to Walliver, over to Melissa Wailert. Wailert to the free throw line. Back out with a basketball on the outside right is Blake. Blake to Bailey Craich in the right baseline, double team, bounce pass, intercepted by Cheney. Beat Diggers with 16 turnovers. We got 2:57 to go in the game. Eaton leads 55-32. Cheney on the outside right to Lawhead. Cross-court pass is taken over there by Kayla Cheney to Leah Cheney. Leah Cheney behind her back at the free throw line, as they're just going to back it out over to Carly Jeldon.
They're going to have to man up, and they're going to have to play some defense in order to get the officials to count and keep this thing moving a little bit.
On the outside right to Lawhead. They're just working it around right now. Cross-court to Jeldon. I mean, no reason to shoot. Well, quite frankly, they shouldn't shoot. If they have their first team out there against Brush's second team, I wouldn't take a shot. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by Walliver. It will stay with Eaton. Yeah, here comes the second team. Well, maybe not. All right, Daniel Lawhead is out. I'm just wondering why Coach Todd Hernandez is not throwing his second team in there when Brush's second team is out there. That's baffling to me. Here is Kayla Cheney with a basketball. Back out to Carly Jeldon. Yeah, like I said, if they're not going to shoot, that's fine. Here's Jeldon with a basketball on the outside left to Kayla Cheney, because I think that's part of the sportsmanship.
I agree.
Back out to Leah Cheney. 1:54 to go. Inside to Jeldon. Puts it up and in off that feed.
I think he's going to clear his bench now.
Well, yeah, it's about time. I mean, Tom George cleared it over a minute and a half ago. And here's Kelsey Blake in the lane, and she double dribbled. 57-32. And got a timeout on the court. And we'll take it with him. 1:43 remaining in this Patriot League Tournament Championship game. Eaton 57, Brush 32. It's a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 1:43 to go. Eaton 57, Brush 32. And the Reds bringing in their bench as well. And a steal by Kelsey Blake at midcourt. Blake with a jump pass to Waiter, left of the lane, pulls up from 8, and that's around and no good. And the rebound to Emma Mortensen, puts it up and in, and a foul. Emma Mortensen to the line for the Beat Diggers. And let's see who that foul was committed by. Well, Mortensen will shoot the free throw. There were two Reds right there. And the free throw is in by Mortensen. 57-35. Beat Diggers will pressure with 1:29 to go. Into the front court. The Reds with a basketball. Looking spinning. Over to Jill Martin. Martin's going to slow it down for this Eaton team. With 1:15 remaining, then she traveled. Turnover number 12 for the Reds. Down to 1:14 to go in the game. Walliver to throw it in.
And Ellie Monarch just entered the game.
Here comes Blake on the outside right to Walliver. Back out to Blake. Blake on the outside right, crossover dribble into the lane. On the outside left, here's Walliver's 15-footer. Hit the bottom of the rim, or the bottom of the glass, I should say. Rebounded by Morgan Carlberg. Into the front court is Alex Nelson, and taken away by Waitert. Waitert is going to put it up off the glass and in for Melissa Wailert. Her first points of the game. 57-37. 40 seconds to go. And Blake steals it in the backcourt. Blake all the way, banks and misses. And then Walliver goes back up and is fouled. And now I know why head coach Todd Hernandez waited a little bit longer, because his second team is really struggling here. Of course, the Beat Diggers are pressuring. And that foul was committed by Alex Nelson. That's her first. To the line is Shelby Walliver to shoot two. Free throw is good. Beat Diggers have scored the last 6 points of the game. Second free throw by Shelby Walliver is in the air, and that's perfect. 57-39.
Another steal by Blake.
Blake along the left baseline, jump pass back out. Here's the three in the air, and that is good by Walliver. Boy, you can't put your head down here. The Beat Diggers are playing extremely
aggressive.
Another
steal by Blake.
Wow, that's 8 turnovers in a quarter. Blake down low, but then that's taken away by Eaton and intercepted by Mary Brehan. Long pass into the front court for Carlberg, 57-42. Well, the final score is going to be a lot closer than the game indicated. Nelson with the basketball with 6 seconds to go. And down low, the Brehan shot is going to be missed, and that's going to be the end of the game. The final score, Eaton 57, Brush 42. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll wrap up this Patriot League Tournament Championship game won by the Reds on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Jen Goodall back from the University of Northern Colorado in Greeley as we welcome you to the Beat Digger postgame show brought to you by Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. For a free bid, call Pat Walter, Travis Lefevre, 970-842-5837. Visit them on the web at buildingsbydesign.com. The Eaton Lady Reds win the Patriot League Tournament Championship here, 57-42. It was a 17-0 first half run that did the Beat Diggers in, even though they drew to within 8 after that run. They were down 37-27 at the break, 46-31 after 3. Both teams scored 11 points in the fourth, but the Beat Diggers closed the game on a 10-0 run, so Eaton led by as many as 25 in the game. The Reds tonight were led by Kayla Cheney with 17 points, 14 for Leah Cheney. 9 points in the game for Kaylee Kaiser, 8 by Carly Jeldon, 6 points by Sammy Muse, and 3 by Danielle Lawhead. The Beat Diggers tonight had 9 players in the scoring column, but none in double figures. 8 points from Alex White and Carly Nichols, 6 points in the game from Kennedy Guzman. They had 5 points apiece from Shelby Walliver and Jordan Delorier. 4 points by Kristen Berg, 3 in the game by Emma Mortensen, 2 by Melissa Waitert, and 1 free throw by Emily Monarch. The Beat Diggers committed 18 turnovers, 16 for the Reds. Beat Diggers were out-rebounded 30-25 as the Beat Diggers were led by Emily Monarch with 7 rebounds, 8 apiece for Eaton's Carly Jeldon and Kaylee Kaiser. At the free throw line, Eaton was 13 out of 15, 86%. Beat Diggers 15 out of 21, 71%. And this game really took a strange turn in the third quarter when only 13 points were scored. It looked like it was going to get way up there, maybe into the 60s or even 70s with the way the offense has started to flow in that second quarter with both teams scoring 19 points. But Eaton certainly dictated the tempo of this game, Jen.
They did, and I think they kind of threw the Beat Diggers off a little bit with their switching the offenses, and Beat Diggers tried to compensate by switching defenses. I just think the drive penetration hurt us the most, and then, of course, the foul trouble.
Well, the Beat Diggers lose for only the 3rd time this season, but the bottom line remains they're the number 2 team out of the 7 teams coming out of the Patriot League going into the 32-team regional and state tournaments, and that field will be determined tomorrow. And certainly if you have 3 losses going in, you have a chance to have a home side, but if not, I would expect at the very worst, the Beat Diggers at the very worst to be seated 10th or 11th. I don't think they'll be that low, but there is a chance they could be a top 8 seed, and if they are, they would have a home site here for the games on Friday and Saturday. You can stay tuned to 1010 Preps and more on Monday from 1 to 2. We'll tell you where both Beat Digger teams are going as the Brush Boys defeated Platte Valley for the 3rd place finish, 48-45 in overtime, and we will be covering both games. If they're at separate times, we'll have both games on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. If they're at the same time on Friday, then we'll have one game on 1010 and the other game on B106 as well as B106.com. Excellent work today by our sound engineer and producer Rose Condas. For Jen Goodall, I'm John Beltran in this Patriot League Tournament Championship game. The Eaton Lady Reds defeat the Brush Beat Diggers 57-42 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.